you ever wondered what happens after we leave this world?
What's on the other side?
The answer, it turns out, has been explored for thousands of years.
Let's dive into one of the earliest and most influential ideas about the afterlife from ancient Kemet.
Welcome to ASMR A to Z. We're going through every entry in the Encyclopedia of African Religion and sharing it with you.
Today, we're exploring the concept of the afterlife in ancient Egypt.
So, the idea of the afterlife first appears in the literature of ancient Kemet in the Martian tradition of ancient Egypt.
They call it repeating life. It was considered a reward for living a righteous life on earth.
The theology of the afterlife is laid out in various texts, most famously the Pyramid Text, the Coffin Text, and the Book of the Dead.
The Martian afterlife concept can be broken down into 5 phases: resurrection, ascension, judgment, acceptance, and transformation. Let's explore each of these.
Resurrection, the idea that everyone will rise from the dead and be judged for eternal life or eternal death. This idea comes from the story of Osa or Osiris, the god who was unjustly murdered, resurrected, and granted eternal life because of his righteousness. For the people of ancient Egypt, this resurrection was a spiritual act that promised everyone the possibility of immortality. In the Book of Vindication, the resurrected person declares, "I die and I live, for I am Osiris."
Ascension. Ascension means rising into the heavens. The Book of the Dead says you are lifted up into the heavens. You rise on the path to everlastingness, on the way to eternity. There were different ways one could ascend: through a ladder, a stairway to heaven, or even by flying up into the heavens, as depicted in the Pyramid Texts.
Judgment, one of the most important phases of the afterlife journey. Those who lived according to Ma'at, which means truth, justice, and order, would be judged favourably. They weighed the heart of the deceased against the feather of Ma'at. If the heart was light and pure, the individual passed to the afterlife. If not, they were consumed by Amut, the devourer of souls, and ceased to exist.
Acceptance. This is when the soul is declared Ma'keru, true of voice, innocent, and vindicated. If the soul is found righteous, the gods of the afterlife, led by Djibouti, the god of wisdom and reckoning, announce their verdict. This one is justified, and Amut shall not devour them. The soul is then led to Osiris, who welcomes them with open arms.
Transformation. The soul is not only accepted into the afterlife, but is transformed into an eternal spirit, often referred to as Ahu. This transformation is the ultimate reward, to live on forever, spiritually and eternally. The soul becomes part of the divine order, forever aligned with the principles of Ma'at.
The ancient Egyptians didn't just seek immortality and afterlife. They also sought to be remembered on earth, in the hearts and minds of the living. The hope was that one's name, deeds, and memories would endure through generations, like the stars in the sky.
If you enjoyed this and want to go deeper, we've turned this into a downloadable PDF available now on our Patreon.
Join us next time for the next entry in ASMR A to Z. Because yes, we really are reading this whole book, page by page, for you.